it do, YouTube? What's good with everybody? This is part 2 of my New England Patriots overview, the playoffs, and the Bulldogs. The other day, I kind of cut short. Truck was in the shop, so a lot of things that were going on. But anyway, where I left off was that individual players that I want to see, that I want in the draft. I know we're 15th pick in the first round, and me personally, I mean, a lot of Patriots will disagree or agree. I want a wide receiver. I know Devontae Smith is not going to go in later round. He's going to get picked up like in the first, probably like the first 10 picks. And if I can assume correctly, and if my mock draft correction is right, I think the New York Giants probably going to end up picking him up. So he can compliment that boy, what's the older boy, number 87, Shepard, over there. And then they going to have Saquon coming back, and of course they got Evan Ingram. So if we happen to get one, I would like to either get Terrence Marshall, the wide receiver from LSU, or Ty Frafo, the wide receiver from Indiana. That boy Ty Frafo was pretty damn solid, man. I looked at a couple of Indiana games with that quarterback Michael Keeney Jr., man. And him and Ty Frafo, that was a neat connection, man. Ty Frafo was a dude, bro. Especially the way he played against Ohio State. That boy caught for over 212 yards. Yeah, that dude is very solid. I wouldn't be opposed to getting him, but he seemed like depending on how he does at the Columbine, I don't think he's probably going to be first round. Who knows? He could. I mean, he put up some numbers within the short season that they had with Indiana. He's pretty solid. What's the name is pretty solid as well. Jalen Waddle, even though he was hurt for half the season, but I'm hearing he's declared for the draft. Jalen Waddle wouldn't be too bad. I'm trying to think of some more. But I don't want to make the mistake, because even Ole Miss, they having some stud wide receivers coming out too, with Elijah Moore, Kenny Yeboah, and Jonathan Mingo, and I've seen them too, man, and they're solid. And I just don't want another DK Metcalf happen, man, where we missed out on him and we took fucking N'Keal Harry, bro. I don't want that to happen. So if Elijah Moore, or what's the name, ended up becoming so, but we can pick up Kenny Yeboah. We can literally pick him up in like the third round. He's going to be a sleeper. But that's because I've been playing close to all the SEC teams like I usually do, and I just know that, especially with Lane Kiffin as their head coach, who's an offensive guru, you put him with another good offensive coach like Josh McDaniel, I know they can shine. I definitely know they can shine. But I think players like those, I think we can save them for a later round, but I think we're going to end up getting bit in the ass, because those players from Ole Miss, they starting to develop some quality wide receivers. I mean, other than the bust of Laquan Treadwell, I mean, you say that as you may, because he was a 5-star and he ended up just being average with the Minnesota Vikings when he came into the league. But all in all, man, A.J. Brown and DK Metcalf, man, they some true studs, man. And they developing some wide receivers, so I don't want us to miss up another round of us, like, not looking at some wideouts, because Hill is horrible at that. We tend to get veterans from the goddamn free agency. So we may fuck around and get a QB. Who knows, man? But I'm predicting in the playoffs. I'm thinking it's probably going to be the Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl. It may be the Packers. People are predicting. Shout out to Tyson, aka Master Work. He's saying that the fix was in for the Green Bay Packers and the Chiefs to play in the Super Bowl. Anybody can destroy those dreams, man. I don't think it's gonna be the Saints, man. I'm sorry, Uptowns. I'm sorry, OG. I don't think y'all gonna do it this year. I don't think y'all gonna do it this year. Even though I would love to see. I would love to see Drew Brees get his second ring so he can get the fuck on. Because I know he's hindering the team right now by staying so long. So if it happens to be the Saints this year, man, it'll be funny to watch them beat the Chiefs. That I can say. I think they can do it, but it's all about. If the Chiefs go, it's all about getting to that boy Patrick Mahomes, man. And you got to get to that boy because he likes to run out onto the side. That dude is mobile as hell, and he will throw that shit in the nick of time. So whoever plays the Chiefs, if they make it, you want to get to that motherfucker Mahomes, whoever coming out of the NFC. And that's that. Because I really thought the 49ers had it last year, but like you got Kyle Shanahan, and you know how he does, try to get all cute, and he blows the fucking lead. So about this NCAA season, which is gonna segue to my Georgia Bulldogs. Overall, it was a good season. I mean, we only had 9 games in the regular season, so really 10 games in all. And we messed around and ended up getting both of our games canceled due because of fucking Vanderbilt, man. So the seniors did not end up getting played their last game, which was supposed to be home for senior day. So the Peach Bowl ended up being our senior day, and for the most part, that game was close. The game was damn near a nail biter, man. We should at least beat Cincinnati like no less than 14 points. We should have easily had 21 and up, but I kind of forgot because 2 of our starting offensive linemen that's going in the draft did not play that game. That was the main thing. A majority of our offense played. It was just them 2, which kind of fucked the line up because we had players that never started that played. So he ended up getting rushed. He didn't get that. JT Daniels didn't get a lot of look time down the field. Even though it was a bad game, and the motherfucker still threw for damn near 400 yards. He threw for 392. Even on his off day, he still managed to fucking put up some numbers. And the fucker was 68%, meaning that he only had 12 incomplete passes. So that's still, the offensive line we had, that's still pretty damn good. George Pickens will be turning back. I guarantee you he will be having 1,000 receiving yard season before 12-game schedule. JT Daniels, I can believe he can break Aaron Murray's 3,900 passing yards because Aaron Murray leads in that. Because if anybody don't know, Georgia is a run-heavy school, so a lot of our it's not a pass-heavy school. It ain't a school like how LSU was with Joe Burrow, his breaking shattering records, and Matt Jones this year. think JT Daniels, I think he's going to throw a little bit over 4,000 yards this year. That's the prototypical quarterback that can do that shit. All he has to do is work on his pocket awareness and his form. His throwing mechanics is kind of off. He can sling that bitch, but his throwing mechanics is off, which is all pretty much predicated on the form. So they'll get their spring practice in, which nobody did their spring practice because of COVID, because all the facility was closed. So they pretty much had to do the little practice that they could, and just wing it. Which, I mean, Georgia did a pretty damn good job. So we won on Peach Bowl in Cincinnati, 24-21. We're gonna go into the off season. Shout out to Zeus, Zamir White, he's coming back. Shout out to Jamie Sawyer, he's coming back on offensive line. He's coming back. Shout out to Jordan Davis, Malik Herring, and Devontae Wyatt, our strong defensive front line. All three of them coming back for their senior year. So I'm definitely happy about that. They actually this year they have the talent that they can probably go first round, especially Jordan Davis. That dude is a stud defensive line, bro. Nose tackle, just straight stud. I think he can go first round. A lot of teams gonna want to pick him up. So, but the thing is that's killing Georgia is that a lot of people were afraid about the whole secondary, the defensive back. And my thing is, I tell people stop worrying about that, because at the end of the day, they're very good. Kirby Smart is very good at replacing players. Especially Latavius Greeny, he was a stud throughout that whole Peach Bowl. That dude was everywhere getting tackles. I wouldn't be opposed of getting, well, from what I've been looking in the comment section on our dog page, people just want one cornerback that has the experience, which right now, I guess people are looking into probably Christian Tuitt, who's in the transfer portal, coming from Auburn. He's in his senior year, so he's coming out, and he started throughout his whole career at Auburn. So he's another 4-star, and he did pretty well. He's a pretty decent player. That's a pretty decent dude. He can start on the other side with Keely Ringo, who was the #1 quarterback of last year's class, the #1 quarterback in the nation. So I don't know why people keep sitting over there up in arms. I'm like, you do got the #1 quarterback. And I knew we wasn't going to play him the first year because I think his labrum, he had to get that surgery for that, but he had that during college. Had that during high school. His senior year, he torn his labrum up. So my thing is that starting this year, I knew he wasn't going to play. I don't know why people are getting upset about that. He was already off the list. So, we'll be all right, man. We'll be all right in the defensive backfield, man. Kirby, that is his specialty. He's a defensive mind coach. So I doubt what's going to happen with them. All in all, man, this football season, it didn't disappoint me. It was pretty fun. Oh yeah, shout out to Alabama. Congratulations to them for winning their national championship. I know this will be some big saving 6 national champion. 6, my God, 6 goddamn national championships. Son of a bitch. That motherfucker is the Bill Belichick of NCAA. Bill Belichick taught him right. But yeah, sorry ass Ohio State. You guys got carved up. I don't want to hear no excuses that Justin Fields was fucking injured, which he was, but he had a rib injury. He said he was all right. He was going to play through it. I don't think that game would have came out even different, even if he was healthy. It didn't matter. I told people Ohio State defense was garbage. Straight garbage. They fucking defensive back was slow as nails, and it showed. Devontae Smith, man, put a record-shattering fucking yards on them jokers, man. So, Ohio State suck-eyes, old as hell. This is the end of my video, man. Y'all be real out there.